Thank you, Senator Durbin. Colleagues, as a proud son of immigrants, I am honored to participate in this hearing and to help highlight the contributions of Dreamers and TPS recipients, contributions that they're making to this country each and every day. You know, in California, we're lucky to be home to more than 250,000 DACA and TPS recipients, the most of any state in the nation. So it's safe to say that no state has more at stake in passing a solution for these individuals than California. I want to start by thanking Senator Durbin for your tireless leadership on behalf of Dreamers. I've seen you work diligently across the aisle to build support for the DREAM Act year after year after year. As you mentioned, this marks the 20th anniversary of the first time you introduced the DREAM Act. And as you referenced, we're also marking the 9th anniversary of the DACA program, an executive action by President Obama intended to provide temporary protection for undocumented young people while Congress took action on a permanent solution. The last 9 years are a testament to the passion and resilience of DACA recipients and advocates. Hundreds of Dreamers have come forward to share their stories with the world, risking deportation to fight for their futures. For 4 years, Dreamers successfully opposed efforts to destroy the DACA program. They even demonstrated the unlawfulness of these efforts before the United States Supreme Court. But the past 9 years also represents a failure on the part of this body. Congress has repeatedly failed to pass a permanent solution, creating a pathway to citizenship for Dreamers and other long-term residents of our communities. DACA was enacted as a stopgap measure. It was never enough, nor intended to be enough, for the hundreds of thousands of undocumented immigrants who work, study, and have made their lives here in the United States. Over the last 20 years, DREAM Act measures have received support of bipartisan majorities in both the House and the Senate, only to be blocked by the filibuster. It's no surprise that protecting Dreamers is a bipartisan issue in Congress. In fact, overwhelming majorities of the American people, yes, Democrats, Republicans, and independents, support a path to legalization for undocumented young people. The American people recognize our urgent need to do justice by Dreamers. And still, Congress has left hundreds of thousands of young people and their families to live in limbo for years and years and years. And in that time, Dreamers have continued to make their lives in communities across America, as have TPS recipients. They've shared their intelligence, their dedication, and their skills, despite constantly living in fear of a potential change in their status. 29,000 DACA recipients and more than 11,000 TPS holders are healthcare workers, essential frontline workers during the COVID-19 pandemic. These brave individuals were able to pursue their ambitions to serve others only because of their temporary legal status. They risked their lives to care for COVID-19 patients throughout the country. And that's just in healthcare. Another more than 500,000 DACA recipients and TPS holders have held jobs in industries classified as essential, from agriculture and food service to sanitation and construction. These immigrants have put their own health and their family's health on the line to keep America running. And most DACA and TPS holders only know the United States as their home. To colleagues, it is past time for Congress to recognize that reality into law. Creating a pathway to citizenship for Dreamers and TPS holders isn't just the right thing to do, it's also key to strengthening our economy. A new report from UC Davis and the Center for American Progress finds that the American Dream and Promise Act would create hundreds of thousands of new jobs and raise wages for all American workers. Dreamers, TPS holders, and other long-term permanent residents of our country have been waiting too long for Congress to act. Lady, a DACA beneficiary who advocates on behalf of farm workers like her parents, needs our help. Patricia, a TPS beneficiary from El Salvador, needs our help. Erica, a DACA beneficiary whose parents are TPS beneficiaries from El Salvador, is working as a medical assistant at a pediatric hospital in Dublin, California, and she needs our help. The names and the stories go on and on and on. The American people are calling on us to pass permanent protections for the people that they know as doctors, as teachers, as neighbors, as parents. Mr. Chair, I look forward to hearing from today's witnesses about the urgent need for a path to citizenship and the strengths that immigrants bring to our nation. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman.
Chairman, may I just say a few words?
I'm going to first recognize